You know, it was interesting this morning. I was goofing around on Facebook looking at some food plot questions, and there was a guy there that had a blind he'd set up on the edge of a food plot. Said he got busted getting out of there that night. How do you guys do it? How do you set up your ingress and your egress to get in and out without getting busted? And we're going to do that today. I've got one spot we're going to use cedars to get in and out of this blind spot. There's not a good tree stand tree there. It's either that or I use creeks or drainages. Those are my big go-tos right there, those three things. So let's go see if we can get this one set up and see if we can make some sweet access you guys can check out.
Hey guys, Owen is now in the skid with the mulcher, making our access trail in and out of here. So what I did to give him that exact trail is I turned on my Onyx tracker and walked the trail, and then just shared that trail with him. So he's just gonna follow it, and that's just a really handy tool that Onyx provides, so you don't have to just guess where you're going. Woo. About fell right there, boys.
So I'll show you this access. We're only right here, we're 150 yards off the road, not very far. And we've got a mowed trail coming in around this switchgrass here, so we're heading all the way up to here. And then we got this trail that I just mulched in. Now I realize it's not feasible for a lot of you guys to have a mulcher trail, but you can do this with elbow grease. Devin and I, and even Joe and I, have done a lot of trails like this where you just go in with a handsaw, clear out what you need, and you got a trail that way. So I'm fortunate now. I got a mulcher. It's actually the first time I've ever used it. And boy, I'm liking that. That's pretty sweet. But come on, check out their access right here. Check her out. We need to throw some of the stuff. I could grab a grapple or something and come down through here, but we need to throw some of the stuff off the sides. So we get in here, we're completely hidden now. Nothing can see us. I mean, unless they're laying right off the trail, but chances of that are pretty slim. About as good an access as you can get. Now we're coming in on a west, maybe a southwest wind, which is carrying this way or that direction. So they don't bed in these cedars very much because they're so thick. I don't think they use them because of that. But I mean, there could be deer bedded in here that could wind you, but it's not going to be very likely. So the whole reason we're doing this is we wanted to be able to bow hunt this plot. The DW8 is up here. He was last year too. This is where Devin filmed him right here.
All right, guys, it is January the 9th, so we're getting down to crunch time here. I just got set up. We got a straight south wind, a little bit warmer. I think it's up to 30. We'll see what happens. Man, that is a nice deer.
So I moved this down on this little point where hopefully we can bow hunt this. It's probably 60 yards across it and then maybe 100 yards to each end. But they get moving around a little bit. They could be in bow range, no problemo. Trail's wide enough I can come in here and mow it if I need to. It's not going to get a lot of sunlight, so we might not need to mow it, but made it wide enough so we can if we want to. Here's your Sericea lespedeza. Bad stuff. Invasive. A lot of that you transplant mowing. It gets on your mower and stuff and you move it around. Nasty stuff. Cut that sucker down. Check this out. Unless they're standing at the blind, they're not going to see you right here. You know, we could have tucked it back in a little bit more, give you more security getting up there from the sides, but then you just can't see and shoot as good. So, plus we've kind of run over our natives right here, but we've got this blind all enclosed with natives, so little security that way. But I'll have Devin climb up there and you can check out the view from there. It's pretty sweet. All right, we are setting this rubbing post up and the stuff we did today for the DW8. I feel like we could kill him right here. There's a rubbing post that we had set up for that cottonwood, and he's been on that a couple times already. So I feel like he's right back here where he was last year. And now we've got the setup. We had to move out of that cottonwood because the trunk is split on that, so I thought it wasn't safe anymore. Or wasn't going to be for a lot longer anyway. So we moved out of that. Now, we've got a blind here, awesome access through these cedars. There's no way we're going to get spotted and getting in and out of here. Better for any kind of west wind direction. West, southwest, west, northwest is okay as well. And we could shoot across the whole plot. At least Devin can. I don't know if I can, but somebody can. So I'm excited about this spot. Sets up well, sets up great for late season. We do hunt here quite a bit late season anyway, but wouldn't surprise me if we killed a couple right here in this plot. It's going to have a lot of food. There's still a lot of beans in it. You know, we drilled this whole thing when those beans were standing, and it's got a lot of green in it. So between those two, I love it. All right, let's see here. Whoa, I got a little carried away with that thing. Talked about this the other day. I said I quit concreting them in because they go right in my tillable fields and they're in the way, but I don't see moving this one for a long time. It's just a food plot. You know, with my gator and sprayer and everything, I can go around these pretty easy. It's the planter where it's kind of a pain, but need some water. Got water anywhere? Old Devin's got these limbs down pat now. I like them where they come and they swoop down right there at the end, about 5 feet in the air. I seen Aaron, one of our viewers, he sent me a video the other day of a scrape he did. He said, look, 5 feet tall, just like he said. It was a sweet setup, looked really good. So I'm excited for him. I bet they'll get some activity on that. One more little tip for you. We'll probably put our camera on this ridge, maybe on this side pointed north. That way if they circle the camera, if there's a buck that's just camera shy, sometimes you'll have that. Most of them don't bother them at all, but sometimes you'll get one, they don't like it and they'll circle that camera. So we want to do it so he circles it closer for a shot. If you put it on the blind side and he doesn't like it, he's going to stay out farther. So just one more little thing you can do to give yourself a closer shot sometimes. You just never know.
You throw like a girl.
Hey, I throw like a big man. What are you talking about? Well, guys, the preparing's pretty much done. Like I told Devin, I wish I'd have sprayed this for grass one more time. Must have had a bunch of short stuff that was coming up that I didn't see, but we planted it. That came up great, but all this grass has come up too. Now I've got my rye in the plot, and so we can't spray for grass. So we're just gonna have to live with what's here. I'm not a big fan of it. I like my plots to look really clean, but this has got a lot of food in it, just the same. We'll kill one here. Absolutely. Now, we will see if old DW can get the DW8 right here. I think we're set up pretty good for it. That's a beautiful 8, great big old 2s on him. Well guys, that's about all we have for filming today. Next time you see me, the season will be open. You know, like I said, I think it'll be 3 or 4 days before I start hunting because the weather's going to be in the 80s. So once it cools down in the 70s, we'll be out hunting. But for today, that's it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again. Thank you. Yes.